Welcome to Bad Gear, the show about the world's most hated audio tools. Roland is the ACME corporation of music technology. No day passes without me finding out about yet another strange product from the colossal portfolio they built up over the last 5 decades. Today we are going to talk about P-6, and it seems like Roland took every single bit of sampling technology from this poison cabinet of intellectual property and put it in this LoFi music generator for ants. At the first glance, this was inevitable. 6 non-velocity sensitive boxes for ticking up to 48 samples stored in 8 banks. Plenty of traditional sample sound manipulation facilities, some of which are hidden in an opaque menu structure which seems cryptic even by Roland standards, sampling for dummies. And a classic Boss SP style FX section. Speaking of the iconic range of beat-making instruments, our favorite music tech manufacturer did their best to capture the vibe of SPs past and present by implementing lo-fi sample rates down to 12 monkeys voicemail quality and added a little twist you can't even find on the 404 MK2. The 16 voices of sampler polyphony can be triggered by the aforementioned pads, Midi, or a surprisingly powerful 64-step sequencer similar to the one on other Aira compact machines. 8 simultaneous voices, quantized and unquantized recording of notes, real-time and per-step automation, micro-timing and sub-steps for those hi-hat patterns that seem to inspire lyrics about crime and debauchery. You can record samples using the internal microphone via line in the headset connector, or just drag and drop them onto the machine in one of the confusing USB modes. In addition to sampler staples like the astonishingly versatile loop, Roland added a dedicated lo-fi button, let you access a pitch envelope, a filter you can modulate with an ADSR it has to share with amplitude. There's AutoPan and a mixer with sense for global reverb and delay, independent of the overpowered bus system of the main FX section. It goes without saying that you can play sounds chromatically. If you think that all this is completely overwhelming, you can hold Roland's Asahi, because they not only included a fully featured 4-voice polyphonic granular engine, but also elaborate chop functionality, allowing you to expand your onboard sound library drastically by linking multiple samples to one slot. This is also where the limitations of the machine start to kick in with a vengeance. Scuba gear-worthy menus and Kafkaesque lists of button combinations aside, sample memory is not exactly ample. Sure, you can expand the per-pad sample time from under 3 seconds at CD quality to close to 24 seconds at 11 kHz sample rate mono, but it's certainly not enough for your orchestral libraries. What is more, manipulation of samples using the vast buffet of sound design options will always apply to all patterns on the machine, which can lead to surprising results. Like all Roland Aira compact devices, P-6 is small, robust and cheap as chips. The little sampler offers a wide range of next-level features unheard of in that price range. Are the convoluted UI and typical Roland quirks a deal breaker here? You have already heard P6 in today's intro tune. The FX and LoFi crunch might be worth the price of the admission alone. Time to explore the unit in its factory state and combine it with one of its siblings. Now that's something I can work with. Tasteful lo-fi crunch, a versatile sequencer and an FX section that punches above its weight. I had to consult the manual a few times, but the workflow isn't as bad as you might think as long as you stick to basic tasks like this. However, it is very easy to get lost in the maze-like sample structure. Let's explore the sampling feature and add a twist of granular. Again, the overall tone of the instrument leaves little to be desired, while I found it very hard to keep track of what's going on. Not ideal in a live situation. By the way, my sampling and sound design experiments completely messed up all previous patterns. Stock sounds of budget samplers like this tend to have a bad reputation. I wanna know if I can still get away with putting them in the spotlight a few weeks after the instrument's release with a mystic downtempo collage for pathological sample hoarders and audio degradation enjoyers. Verdict: Roland P-6 sounds great, it is super affordable and comes with an overwhelming set of features otherwise reserved for instruments further up the food chain. This being said, I found it challenging to keep it under control in a jam situation and use it for multiple musical ideas at the same time. Limitations presumably implemented to keep people interested in products like the SP404 MK2. Now that Roland has given us sampling, classic TR sound, 303s, futurist 101s, Midi pack Junos and even a prank call processor in the Rollker format, I would say it is time to resurrect their glorious Rompler heritage in this compact design, because our doorless jams definitely need more orchestra hits, shakuhachis and house pianos. Thanks for watching and see you next time! Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed the episode. Feel free to like, subscribe, become a patron and use one of the links down below that support the channel regardless of what your bad gear gas commands you to buy.